wanted to see this place for so long. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This place needs no introduction. Welcome to the Concord Mall in Elkhart, Indiana. By far one of my all-time favorite malls that I've ever visited. This place holds its own. It is a straight-up gem of the 70s. Nothing has been changed here basically since the mall opened. This mall is a straight-up time capsule. Nothing can compare. Let's take a walk through this mall and see what it has in store for us. To begin with the history, the Mishawaka part of Indiana would start seeing major retail growth happening in the early 70s, and at the time, 3 malls would begin construction in the region. Concord Mall's story would begin when it opened its doors in August of 1972. Its grand opening would happen on August 8th, and its opening anchors would consist of Montgomery Wards and Robertsons, along with 35 shops to fill the corridor and a grand fountain in the center court. The mall would start off strong, with an expansion happening and being completed in 1976, adding a third wing and adding JCPenney as the third and final anchor store to be in the lineup. With Pierre Moran Mall and Scottsdale Mall also being in the area for competition, Concord Mall would hold its own and continue to be strong for the Elkhart region. With the opening of University Park Mall in 1979 in the town of Mishawaka, many of the malls in the South Bend region would take a hit. With this, Concord Mall would do everything it can to stay alive for the Elkhart region. 1985, however, would see Robertsons file for bankruptcy and close their location at Concord Mall. However, shortly after, the space would get filled in by a Meis department store, and Meis department stores would sell their space to Elder Beerman in 1989, and the space would be rebranded to Elder Beerman. Throughout the 90s, however, many vacancies would start showing up in all of the malls in the South Bend region other than University Park, as University Park would start dominating the area. The early 2000s would see changes happen at Concord Mall, however. The fountain that would be long deactivated by this point would finally get removed for a makeshift kids play area / sitting area. And in 2008, the former Osco drug space would be renovated into a food court called The Grove. However, much of this would not help Concord Mall, as it would still be struggling. The new Grove food court that they were all excited for would only ever get filled in by one tenant, a Subway, which isn't even there anymore. Even with the loss of Pierre Moran and Scottsdale malls not too far away in the area, Concord Mall would still be struggling by this point. As we now take a walk through the now closed JCPenney store, I will go ahead and finish the history segment whilst we're in here. As we continue on with more anchor news, 2002 would see Montgomery Ward close its doors, and the space would be converted to a Hobby Lobby and an ABC warehouse. By 2011, Elder Beerman would get rebranded over to Carson's. However, on January 31st, 2018, Carson's parent company Bonton would announce the closure of 42 stores in the company to try to restructure, and this would include the Concord Mall Carson's store, and the store would close by April. Unfortunately, not much would get better by this point, as the vacancy rate would spike up higher than it ever was. As ideas for redevelopment would start circling, the COVID lockdown would happen, and Concord Mall would have to shut down for a couple months. As it would reopen, JCPenney would file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and announce a list for closing 154 stores nationwide. Initially, Concord Mall was scheduled to close on this list. However, they would pull back on their plans of closing this store along with a couple others to see if performance would go back up. They gave it a couple more years, and unfortunately, by January of 2023, JCPenney would give up. They would close their Concord Mall store along with a couple others by May 21st, 2023. This would leave just Hobby Lobby as the sole remaining anchor, and at this point, the occupancy at Concord Mall is down to barely 10%. With redevelopment circling around still to this day, it's only a matter of time before we lose this time capsule of a mall, which is really unfortunate. I don't want to see this mall go away. However, we'll get to that in the next segment as we get back out in the mall. Let's first talk about the redevelopment plans. In July 2023, the city of Elkhart sent off the green light for redevelopment to happen at Concord Mall. It's inevitable it's going to close any day now, however, no official announcement has been made. The plan is to turn the property into a commercial, light industrial, mixed-use type of property. ABC Warehouse, Hobby Lobby, and the dentist office are here to stay on the property with redevelopment. However, one thing that many residents question is the future of Enzo's Pizza, which I really regret not having while I was here because it smelled really good. However, as far as I've heard, they are planning to stay in the community in some form at least. Now, with this, I really don't want to see this mall go away. This mall, as you can see, is just a pure time capsule of the 70s, with the brickwork and the floors and the skylights with the brick planters. This mall easily is in my top 5 favorite malls I ever visited. Honestly, top 3 favorite malls I've ever visited. And seeing this mall potentially go away really does break my heart. I really enjoyed my visit coming here, especially since it was in the evening. So I got to see the transition of the daylight and the nighttime skies through the skylights, which was absolutely incredible. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and I know many people are excited for the redevelopment in this area. So with this, I want to just preserve everything I can of the mall in its current state, and this video is here just for that alone. With the 3.5 hour drive I took out here to see this place, it honestly was worth it, and I'm gonna do it one more time. I want to see this place one more time before it closes, so I'm hoping I get the chance to. Now I know I used this particular song in my last video for Sarasota Square, but this song just fits so well for this property, so I'm gonna end off the video with this tune. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up now and let you enjoy the rest of this footage just to the music. And with this, I would like to thank you all for watching my video tour of the Concord Mall in Elkhart, Indiana. I'm so glad I was able to preserve this 70s time capsule. I'm glad I got to visit. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like as it greatly helps support the channel. And whilst you're at it, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so more videos like this can come to more viewers like you. I have a lot more malls coming your way very soon with a lot more stuff you're not going to want to miss. We go everywhere from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Florida, Colorado, all over the place. So if you're into more malls, consider subscribing. I have an Instagram below as well with sneak peeks of future videos coming to the channel. With this, I would like to thank you all for watching. Take care, stay awesome, and have a blessed day. I will see you all in my next video.